to say that you're here and you're present.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Perfect. Okay. So, good afternoon. My name is Adolfo. When we think about Las Vegas, we think about the typical restaurants, gambling, and indulgence. But when we take a step back, Nevadans are faced with a rise of food insecurities. Feeding America finds that 1 in 7 Nevadans face hunger, which translates to 456,700 people in our community. That is why I wish to educate you all on the efforts of the Just One Project, a nonprofit that provides low-cost groceries and social services to Southern Nevada. I learned of this program through my employer, the Venetian, which is committed to uplifting the community and supporting its cause. It has inspired me not only to learn about their mission, but also advocate for their cause and what we do to fight hunger. So, to begin, what is food insecurities? According to Public Health Nutrition and Department of Agriculture, food insecurities is defined as household and social conditions that limits or creates uncertain access to foods. Studies have shown that households with children are 4% more likely to be affected than households without children. Other factors can be access to healthcare or health insurance, low parental education, living in a Black or non-Hispanic household, or a single parent household. There are also severe risks to people and children who go hungry. It may impact their development either physically or emotionally. What I've noticed is left out of these studies is that it lacks to mention veterans, people who are homeless, or people who have jobs but do not make enough money to afford food. These people are just as vulnerable to food insecurities. So then, what is the Just One Project, and what is their mission? According to the Just One Project, they aim to increase food resources and supportive services to build stronger and healthier communities. The Nevada Business Magazine further explains that they are a 501 nonprofit that serves 2,300 Southern Americans monthly who are facing food insecurities. The Just One Project helps people get back on their feet, different types of programs and social services to build up their skills. And they set up in a way that grow with the community with what they need. As we understand the mission of the Just One Project, the Venetian Resort became a recent partner to support their cause. Patrick Nichols, president and CEO of the Venetian Resort, said that the Venetian is committed to the community and their social responsibility, which is why they have joined the Food Rescue Alliance, which will double the meals that will be accessible to the community. The Venetian and their team members have noticed an opportunity to increase food donations, and that was through large conventions and trade shows. This program donates the extra food and the excess from the conventions to provide safely stored and packaged foods to people in Southern Nevada. The Venetian further supports their cause by having their team members volunteer to the project by packaging meals and delivering to people in need. The community is supported by amazing partners, especially larger resorts on the Strip. But why is fighting hunger so important? According to a research conducted by the Public Health Nutrition found that food security rates in Nevada were above the national average. It was 20% versus the 17 national average. Their focus studied on students in CCSD and the effects of food insecurities. Children who were not fed or lacked the access to foods were more likely to be affected emotionally or mentally. Their study also shows that even the slight insecurity will correlate to their behavioral, academic, and emotional development from themselves as a baby to adolescence. If we address student household food insecurities, it will improve their attendance, their education, their development, and health. How then do we address food insecurities and how can we help? With just one project, there are multiple ways to become involved and make a difference. The Nevada Business Magazine announced on January 23rd, 2024, that they have launched the first of its kind, the mobile grocery store, which this program will offer low groceries to people who are affected by food deserts. So the cool part about this mobile service is that it was opened inside of a fully renovated bus that was donated from the Clark County School District. So inside of this bus, people can buy fresh food and produce without paying the retail markups. And also the cool part is that it will drive up to their communities. The goal is to close the gap of food deserts and ensure that people there can afford groceries in need. With the introduction of the first ever mobile grocery store, what other ways can we help? So you can volunteer by assisting in their mobile food markets, which means unloading and distributing food at 10 locations monthly, supporting the food as medicine farmers markets, where you distribute a produce, offer nutritional education, and do health screenings at their HQ. You can also deliver groceries to people who are unable to leave their homes. So if they're unable to walk or they're homebound. You can also participate in their food rescue and kitchen prep, where you can sort, package, and prepare meals for people in need. Getting involved can also mean asking your employer to participate in the Just One project. The Venetian and their team members have demonstrated in our last example that by diverting food waste, you can convert those meals and extra food into food for families in Southern Nevada. And then finally, you can just donate to the cause. Even $1 can feed families and support social programs. You can feel secure that 90% of donations go directly to fund the programs. And you may also donate at justoneproject.org/donate. So no one should go hungry, but with the risk of poverty and homelessness, it gets increasingly difficult to place food on the table. When I noticed how involved the Venetian was towards the mission of the Just One project, it made me realize how much the community is putting in to solve this problem. And by trying to understand more of their cause, volunteering, and actually advocating for this cause, people like yourselves or people in your immediate family or friends can make a um, larger cause into this program. The Just One project is a program that people should be paying attention to, as their team is making a large difference. Committing just an hour of your time can, by just offering food prep or delivering food, can really feed families here. So thank you for coming to my presentation.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
That's right. Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.